check out this old codger, thinks he knows everything." The influencer's voice dripped with a cocky confidence that grated on the ears. He thrust his phone closer to the camera, the screen displaying an elderly man with weathered hands and eyes that held the wisdom of ages. The old man sat on a park bench, feeding the lorikeets, oblivious to the digital mockery aimed at him. The influencer continued, his voice thick with sarcasm. "He's probably forgotten more than I'll ever know, right? What a joke." His followers, hungry for entertainment, lapped it up. Likes and comments flooded in, fueling the fire of the influencer's ego. He thrived on this, on the validation of strangers, on the fleeting sense of power it gave him. The old man, lost in the simple joy of watching the birds, remained blissfully unaware. The sunlight filtering through the leaves cast dancing shadows on his weathered face. He smiled, a lifetime of stories etched into the lines around his eyes. The influencer, blinded by his own self-importance, saw none of it. He hit the post button, sending his digital venom out into the world, another nail in the coffin of respect for those who came before. The influencer's world was a whirlwind of sponsored posts, fleeting trends, and the relentless pursuit of online fame. His days were spent crafting the perfect image, a carefully curated facade that hid the emptiness beneath. He chased likes and followers with the desperation of a man lost at sea clinging to a piece of driftwood. He had tasted success, or at least a version of it. His online persona had attracted a loyal following, and with it came lucrative brand deals and a lifestyle most could only dream of. He was living proof that in the digital age, anyone could become famous, even if it was only for 15 minutes. He poured his earnings into a business venture, a trendy online clothing brand aimed at his followers. He was sure it would be a success, blinded by his own hype and the echo chamber of online validation. He launched with a flurry of social media posts, his face plastered across every platform, his every word a carefully crafted sales pitch. The initial response was overwhelming. Orders flooded in, fueled by the influencer's online popularity. He was on top of the world, his empire built on a foundation of followers and likes. But like all empires built on sand, it wouldn't be long before the tide came in. The tide turned quickly. The influencer's carefully constructed online persona began to crumble. His followers, fickle and easily bored, moved on to the next shiny thing. The brand deals dried up. The lucrative sponsorships vanished like smoke in the wind. His business, once a beacon of online success, began to flounder. The orders slowed to a trickle, then stopped altogether. The weight of unsold inventory, once a symbol of his success, now felt like a millstone around his neck. He had poured all his energy, all his money into this venture, and now it was crashing down around him. The online world, once so eager to shower him with praise, was now just as quick to turn on him. The comments section, once a haven of adoration, became a breeding ground for negativity and hate. He was alone, adrift in a sea of self-doubt and despair. The online world, which he had so eagerly embraced, now felt like a cold and unforgiving place. He had built his entire identity on a foundation of likes and followers, and now that foundation was crumbling beneath him. He was lost, with no sense of direction, no compass to guide him. He had mocked the wisdom of the old, and now, in his hour of need, he found himself longing for the kind of guidance that only experience could provide.